When I speak, that you not sell water to this plant, that you say to Sterling Plant that no, we do not want your plant in Valdosta. You can find another location, maybe out on a hill somewhere, in the desert somewhere, but not for our citizens here. I'm just disturbed that Valdosta, for our minority community, we're not bringing in opportunities for them. We're not bringing in opportunities for our small business minority entrepreneurs, but yet we bring it in waste. And we don't want that. We don't want to send a message that we are concerned most about energy that whether it's harmful or not, and that it will be suitable for Valdosta because it will bring in money. Now 20 jobs compared to 20 health people, I think is a little absurd. And then we're talking about millions of dollars to bring this here. And I ask that we put our minority community on your mind. We put your minority community in your plans. 2011 is coming. Let's start planning right. Let's not keep our young men and women on the side of the streets. Offer them these opportunities. It's horrible to see that there are other people coming into their communities and giving jobs and opportunities. And they're thinking, my dad is a carpenter. My dad is a painter. Why couldn't he have done that? Why couldn't my dad have built on that resource center? Why couldn't my dad have built or painted that apartment building? Why couldn't we have done that? And I ask you tonight that you start putting all citizens on your mind. And we can adopt a project tonight where you can involve the grassroots organizations who know better about our communities than our grassroots organizations. Let's get together sometime. Let's work something out. Adopt a project. No citizen left behind. Adopt a project that mass destruction will not come into our city, destroy our community. Let's adopt that project. Again, I'm Phyllis Stallworth, the first Vice President of the NAACP.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being here.
And as the story goes, often the beef of what takes place at public meetings here in Valdosta and Lowndes County are ignored by the press, unless it's something on zoning. But too often when the real issues that affect community problems, such as First Vice President Stallworth addressed, very little is said or reported to the people. Therefore, we're living in a community wherein the people are left without answers, left in the unknowing of what's going on in their community. And it seems like some benefit by keeping people that way. I can't understand it in terms of why anybody would want people to live in ignorance in these high-tech age that we're living in today. And so this is the purpose of this blog. I want you to know that back when Al Parson owned the Lake Park Post, before he was sued out of existence because he reported what other news media outlets will not report, issues such as this was addressed in the Lake Park Post. But as you know, people are saying that Valdosta is a great place to live now. Everybody is faring well, except for the people who just don't want to do well. Well, I often disagree with that, as I'm going to show that a lot of the people who are working on contract construction buildings are foreigners. They say Americans don't want the jobs. Mr. Robinson and myself, we actually stopped and interviewed people, and they, black and white, and they say they would love to have jobs like that. And the ones who don't, they just don't. But there are some who would have those jobs. We must ask, is it because of cheap labor? Or is it because of, well, you know. We must stand up today and be real about all people in our community and stop making excuses, and let's just make progress. I'm coming to a close of this clip, but this is by no means the end of trying to show you what others will not show. And since the Valdosta Daily Times and our TV stations refuses to address our community, the least among us, very seldom do they talk to the people just sitting on the street, except the people that they handpick. I'm talking about everyday common folk having a front page cover at least once a week concerning a common person on the street who knows what they are going through, trying to get a job but can't get one. And sometimes people who are overqualified can't find jobs. And sometimes some people tell you, I just don't want to work. That should be heard too. But let's be fair and balanced in these hard economic times. And so the story goes. We will close. My name is George Boston Rhynes on behalf of kvci.blogspot.com, which means keeping Valdosta citizens informed. KVCI. Peace.